What if everything we've been told about cancer is missing a key piece? What if there was a way to fight it without brutal side effects while improving survival? For over 30 years, Professor Thomas Seyfried has challenged the conventional approach to cancer. His groundbreaking research suggests that cancer isn't just a genetic disease, it's a metabolic one. And that changes everything. In this video, I'll break down his research into simple, clear, and actionable insights so you can understand a different way to fight cancer and possibly prevent it altogether. Cancer is a global crisis. Every year, nearly 2 million people in the US alone hear the words, "You have cancer." 70 lives are lost every hour, and the numbers keep rising. Even worse, early onset cancers affecting people under 50 have skyrocketed by 80% in the last 30 years. Despite billions spent on research, cancer rates aren't dropping. Why? Because we're treating it the wrong way. The standard medical approach views cancer as a genetic disease. The goal? Kill cancer cells by targeting mutations. But here's the problem. Chemotherapy may destroy some forms of cancer, but also damages healthy cells, causing severe side effects like nausea, heart damage, and hair loss. Radiation can sometimes fuel cancer growth instead of stopping it. Targeted therapies, immunotherapy work for some, but many patients see no benefit, or worse, the cancer mutates and grows even faster. And even when these treatments do work, they often extend life by just a few months. Most doctors believe cancer is caused by gene mutations, but there's a problem with this idea. Some cancer cells have no mutations at all. So, how can mutations be the cause? Many so called cancer genes are also found in completely normal, healthy cells. And experiments show that it's the cytoplasm, the environment around the nucleus, that really controls cell growth. Professor Seyfried's research suggests that cancer is not primarily a genetic disease. Instead, it's a metabolic disorder caused by damaged mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside our cells. Genetic differences do influence the type of cancer a person gets, but the root cause is metabolic dysfunction. Here's the key insight. Cancer cells don't use energy like normal cells. Healthy cells use oxygen to generate energy efficiently, but cancer cells, they switch to fermentation, an ancient and inefficient process that relies on glucose or sugar for fuel. This is called the Warburg effect, and it's cancer's greatest weakness. In addition, cancer exploits glutamine, an amino acid, to fuel growth and survival. If cancer runs on sugar and glutamine, then the solution is simple: cut off its fuel supply. Step one, go on a ketogenic diet. A high fat, low carb diet shifts the body into ketosis, where it burns fat instead of sugar. This starves cancer cells of glucose. To help get into and maintain ketosis, consider periods of water only fasting to further lower blood sugar and strengthen the body's natural defenses. Also, track progress with the glucose ketone index, GKI, which helps measure whether the body is in a cancer fighting metabolic state. Aim for a blood glucose to ketones ratio of 2.0 or below. Step 2, glutamine inhibition. Since cancer can also use glutamine, an amino acid, targeted drugs like DAWN or phenylbutyrate for blood cancer can be used, but in a pulsed approach instead of a continuous one to prevent resistance and protect healthy cells. Step 3, hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Since cancer thrives in low oxygen environments, increasing oxygen levels weakens tumor cells. Step 4, once the cancer has weakened and the tumors have shrunk, the cancer becomes more vulnerable to further treatment. At this point, a surgery or even a low dose conventional treatment will be more effective. This isn't just theory. People are using metabolic therapy to fight cancer with incredible results. For example, Pablo Kelly. diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, refused chemo and radiation, and used metabolic therapy to live over 10 years past his prognosis. Unfortunately, he recently died from complication from brain surgery, not cancer. Maggie Jones, given 6 months to live with stage 4 breast cancer, switched to keto diet and her cancer went into remission. Even animals, a dog with a mast cell tumor saw it vanish through a keto diet. These stories show what's possible when we look at cancer differently. Despite the evidence, why isn't this mainstream? Well, money, politics, and outdated beliefs all play a role. The global cancer treatment industry is well over $1 trillion business and continues to grow rapidly. Doctors fear losing their licenses from deviating from the standard of care, and insurance doesn't cover metabolic therapy. But the evidence for it is strong and it offers great potential for less toxic and more effective treatments. Cancer isn't inevitable, it's largely preventable through lifestyle changes. Here's what we can do: eat like our Paleolithic ancestors, low carb, no processed food. Get regular exercise to lower glucose and glutamine. Get quality sleep, manage stress, and avoid environmental toxins, or as much as possible in today's world. By making these changes, we can support our bodies and reduce cancer risk. I hope you found this helpful. In the next video, I'll dive into another alternative approach to cancer treatment. Make sure to check out the links below for more resources on metabolic therapy and Professor Seyfried's research. See you in the next video.